What up? It is the OSHA. Glad you guys are here. Hope you're doing well.
on your head.
Ты из ментовки убежал, вот решил здесь укрыться. А в ментовку за что? Ну ни за что.
Rest in peace, Yurko Long John. Who is tuned in here? Who is having the immersive experience on the infinite couch? Wolf says, brushing my teeth to the sound of rain. Definitely kicking it off with a little immersion here. Miller, what's good? Thanks for tuning in. Hope you gentlemen are doing well. What time is it over there in Sweden, Ulf? He says 3 a.m. Living the unemployed dream and playing Vidya all night. Isn't that the normal Swedish economy? But that's kind of me. I'm switching over to night shift this week. Because I have to kind of switch back and forth an insane amount for a little while at work before I settle back on the night shift. So that's kind of my life right now. I gotta work Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, overnight. Virtually though, so that'll be pretty chill. What video have you been playing all night there, Ulf? And how are we looking at sounding? I'm trying to resist the urge to talk over the storm because the mic should be dialed in that I can actually talk pretty quietly and it sounds perfect. Miller says rain is my favorite sound in games. Same. But I'll tell you one that they don't really ever nail, or at least I've never heard.
Put your shooter away.
Is rain on like a tin roof.
That's bad. Now you can come on over and we'll
Cool. I just handed over some snacks and we're good to go. That's something I never tried in Shadow of Chernobyl, so you're telling me those early bandit camps, if I just throw some sausages at them, they'll acquiesce, gobble them up, and we'll be bros? I'm with it. Ulf says all that's missing is a radio with shitty quality, and I'm right at home. Hey, real talk, I remember this. I used to hang out on my buddy's porch with like a clock radio plugged in out there, tuned in to like the Bluegrass AM station. Just chilling late night, getting drunk. This is the content you are not going to hear on any other Twitch streams. This is what you're here for. 5 in the afternoon here at the mercenary camp. They just so happen to have some tools. Thanks, guys. Ulf says, I used to live in the middle of the woods. I really miss the complete silence and the rain. I grew up in what we refer to as a holler. Or a hollow. But pretty far out myself. I live in a pretty densely packed neighborhood now, but it's pretty quiet. And I do have some woods right behind the house and shit. Sorry, let me get my mic fucking dicked around here. This is where we gotta get the channel big enough that I have an assistant. They're just in charge of all this part. Like they literally reach in and move the mic to where it's supposed to be. And I kiss their hand one time. Miller says Squash is a good assistant. Yep, she still is. But all of the critters are downstairs with Becca right now. They don't give a fuck about me. Though occasionally they'll come in here and hang out. Ulf asks how much is a Russian mail order bride nowadays. That's a really good call. We could just use one of those for the assistant. That would be the next goal I put in up here. Will be mail order bride. I like it.
Достало тут уже все. И понты еще эти фраерские. Мы типа сталкеры. Мы крутые. А что я еще слышал? Типа идет что-то.
Out of random curiosity earlier, I was checking out the games that came out the same year as the original S.T.A.L.K.E.R. And there's some heavy hitters. Like, it's no wonder it kind of got overlooked. Like, for example, the original fucking Assassin's Creed came out. So, like, rip every other game that came out that year. There are quite a few other crazy ones. I think Halo 3.
Типа я слушаю.
So this is an owl mission. Spill the beans. That's 100% accurate impression. Like I mentioned before, I'm cheating a little because I've played a bit. This mission kind of sucks. But the mercenaries have good gear and loot. Jumped on Jita online last night, just fucking around. Miller, you're gonna have to give me like the rundown. Every few months I jump on Jita and then I make Miller explain to me what the hell's going on. We could do that tonight if you want. I don't know if you like stay up late, but I gotta practice staying up all night. Gotta get my sleep schedule morphed. But we could jump on tonight if you want. Off camera action. Says I'll stay up till about 2:30 your time. Alright, so we'll do a little stream here. Then I'll jump off and play some Jita if you're down. I'm gonna be doing shows basically every day except for when I work.
Turn back, Stalker. This place ain't for you. Stalker, off with you while you still got legs. Drop that retard.
Called me a retard. Whoops. I got to play this scenario out a few times. I saw some blood. Oh, there's gonna be some bad boys over here for sure. This is the strat. Get in here. Miller. Uh-oh. We're good. Miller says he hasn't played Jita till like 2 days ago. Well, it's perfect timing to get caught up on everything and show me the ropes. So here's what's whack about this mission. What I need is some info that's inside of here. But I don't know if it's by design or not. However, I'm too fat to fit out of this hole. So you wind up having... Oh, wait. I can fit out. Okay. Game changer. Game changer. I can totally fit out. I forgot I can double crouch.
Где-то здесь. Осторожнее. Не стоим на месте, не стоим. Граната!
Talk about action, strategy, tactics, immersion, and chill vibes. Can you actually even do better than the O show? That's a negative.
Граната! Ложи! Не подставляться. Не отрываться. Веселей, веселей! Шевелись! Все на землю! Не подставляться. Не отрываться. Пошли, пошли! Не отрываться! Пошли, пошли! Не торопиться! Граната! Обходим! Пошли, пошли! Все на землю! Граната! Ложись! Веселей, веселей, шевелись! Не торопиться. Не подставляться.
Sorry, gentlemen. I'll reply to those comments once we simmer a bit in here.
Граната! Не торопиться.
I don't know the layout of this room beyond.
Он от нас не оторвался?
But I think I'm safe in that they're not smart enough to climb in the pipe behind me.
Обходим.
All right. That's intense. Man, do you guys like the lighting setup? Or should I have more? I like it dark. I like how the screen reflects and like it kind of brings, in my opinion. But I could do like, for example, Like that. Do you like, is that better? What are your thoughts there, gentlemen? Ulf and Miller talking about hackers and G to online. Yeah, that's just the way it is, really. It's whatever. I hope that I find a hacker Jesus again someday and he'll give me a bunch of money. But I did have some success finding people to play online with, even randomly, like late at night. I found like some people doing racing. Alright, Ulf, but it's called an opinion. Don't be such a no opinion beta. This turning that light on. Thumbs up, thumbs down. In comparison, you know, like when the optometrist is like number 1 or number 2. That's what we're doing. Does it spoil the effect of the space lighting? Is the darkness cooler? It's really about what you guys need. Gotta smash the loaf. I mean, you gentlemen are both stockholders in the O show, so your input is important. You know, while we're here and we've temporarily murdered everyone, might as well take a good look around. Yeah. Now, I haven't really fucked with 5M on my Jita, which is, I guess, surprising because I was a huge fan of Takistan Life. I still think that was the greatest roleplay of all time on Arma. And I've watched a lot of Jita roleplay. I could see how it could be cool or fun. Ulf says if there's not someone roleplaying as Vin Diesel, I'd be disappointed. Yeah, that's always kind of been weird to me how some people, they roleplay as like an existing character. Which is okay. And then oh, here's a guy domed. But I don't know, I haven't really been motivated to check it out. Miller's talked about the racing server for literal years, so it must be incredible. I've never jumped down these little hellholes before, and I don't know that it's a great idea. You know, it might be a great idea though, just in case. Toss one of those in. Oh, it does have a ladder. Okay. We'll have to crawl down there and terrify. Just investigating the mercenaries camp, seeing if they got anything cool. Miller, weren't you telling me that the racing server had like different physics and shit like that for racing? For Jita racing? I was getting into some stunt racing last night with a random menagerie of lads. One of them, his name was Dr. Wynn. Get it? And right off the bat, they actually informed me that they did, or he did, really, he did all the talking. He made sure I knew that they were not extremely fond of black people. But then I owned them in a couple races, and as you know, my GTA character is an old black guy. And so I said, well, it looks like an old black guy just beat you. And he goes, you know what, I'm right, you're right, I'm not racist anymore. racism is cured. And then we all type GG racism. And I wish I was streaming it. It was pretty amazing. So I will say the lighting, it doesn't seem to spoil the cool effect at the bottom. You still can't really see me, which is whatever. But it makes it so much less spooky in here that I don't know if I like it. The spook factor is greatly diminished. But it probably looks better. I see you guys lurking. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We've made some solid progress in just 1 hour here. We've completed, well, we got the second level tools for our guy. We're probably gonna wind up sleeping here in that pipe in the back. If you want to know the God's truth of the matter. Imagine that. I guess sleeping in a pipe is probably a pretty safe spot for stalkers to snuggle up. Miller says the racing server doesn't have different physics, but the cars are more balanced. Yeah, but balanced according to who? The ultimate racing master of the server? The Speed King? I guess that's the way that you can sneak in, is through there. I'm sure there's some cool items down there. I'm sure there's 11 snorks running around right up here somewhere. Ooh. I'm carrying a lot of stuff. A little heavy. A little bit heavy. What a nice place to snuggle up here inside this pipe. Perfect. Home sweet home. I think I want to go like up here so I count as in the building. So emissions won't kill me, probably. Probably the move. Very fucking nice. Make a few bucks here. Got some cool attachments, some quest items. Got the tools here. So we're gonna head back in the morning. Kind of dragging it out a little bit. Not being quite as completely omega optimal efficient as I possibly could. But that's okay, damn it. A little tourist breakfast. $4 a.m. here. 1 hour of Osho, ladies and gentlemen. Really appreciate everybody hanging out. Look at my fucking lair, by the way. Isn't it huge now? I got the full wraparound desk scenario. We're vibing in here. I haven't even completely pimped it out. 1 hour of Osho already. Appreciate everybody hanging out for a little stalker action. Glad you guys are here. Take a little shmee break here, a little stretch break before we head back to base here. Hope you guys are doing well. I think everyone I see lurking is a regular, so I'm glad you're here. Make sure you keep it that way. If you tune in a lot, let me guilt you into subscribing. We're gonna do a game giveaway when I hit 35 sub points, and that's pretty good odds. Miller says the lair needs more goodies. Nah, I like to keep it pretty simple. But I am gonna have more beer cartons covering the walls there. Right here, this thing, that thing. That's like a kiddie thing for them to lay on. There's tons of shit here, you just can't really see it. I'm gonna have like a ram's head right here. It's extremely cozy. Miller says, do you know what game you're giving away? So one thing about launching into the official season 1 of the O shows, I realize, like from my own personal experience, the only like incentives or things that like made me feel cool to be part of a community have been when I've, not to be greedy, but when I've just like won shit in people's streams. I think I won a couple games a few times, things like that, but even something so simple feels, it's like cool. Like on top of all the other things that you could be like offer as an incentive, just giving people a fucking game or, you know, a graphics card or just giving shit away is really the way to go. That said, I'm just gonna give away a game of that person's choice. And the top out is like a AAA game cost, so that's $60 these days. I swear my microphone like slowly meanders around while I'm just wearing it. It's like part of the zone. Your mic just, it's like a tentacle. That's all good, Miller. I mean, maybe just hang on to that for if we happen to be playing that game, you could just give it out to someone if they want to join in. I have a few bucks these days, so I don't mind footing the bill. Good morning.
Гранты вам всем!
What happened here, gentlemen?
Бычье!
No.
Кушай яблочко, сука!
I see the issue here.
Дев!
Unfortunately, they died inside this psionic rift. So I will not be crawling around in there to get them. Alright, so this actually jumped into my mind here for our lively second hour discussion here on the OSHA. So speaking of underrated games like S.T.A.L.K.E.R itself, there's a game I feel like is very underrated called Kingdoms of Amular Reckoning. And it looks like they're coming out with a remaster called Re-Reckoning in September. Kind of tempted to check that out. That would mean we would jump in on that at the end of season 1 and then keep playing it until Cyberpunk comes out. So that was something I was kind of eyeballing. The perks, well, A, I like the game a lot. I've played it before. B, hype train. So kind of be able to jump in on the hype as well as play a game that I already know that I'll dig. Check out the remaster. So that jumped into my mind as potentially being the move instead of doing the Tyranny playthrough. Any thoughts out there on the Infinite Couch about Re-Reckoning? About Riri? I actually streamed some of the original Reckoning many moons ago during the research and development phase of the OSHA. Which, by the way, is the perfect stream, literally. From the incentives that we have set up to the experience point system, the aesthetics. It's all one perfect, cohesive package. Say this better fucking count as cover. Guess this is where we're holding up for the emission, lads. Miller says, I'm not familiar with the Kingdoms game. It's a third-person action RPG. Dark Souls style fighting, but much more arcadey, not Dark Souls difficulty. Huge world set up like a single player MMO, and lots of customization of like your weapons, your abilities, the crafting. It's a badass game. Hey guys, it's emission time. Alright, well, I think the lighting setup will be kind of the way I've done it in the past, where some nights I have it on, some nights I have it off. But for real, it is staggering to me how perfect the Osho is. Did you see what just happened? You saw that the bandit tried to walk up the stairs too early in the emission and exploded, right? You saw that? You were witness to that? Word, Miller. Well, I'm sure it'll make it into the highlight reel. Not Knuckles. Here's some Twitch philosophies though. I've been kind of like looking around at a bunch of different streams recently, seeing like what the Twitch zeitgeist is like. And there's not very many streams that try to focus on being like a consistent, chill, intriguing experience. Most streams are like e-girls or drama. Like one of the bigger ones that comes to mind who focuses on delivering like solid, chill, interesting content would be like Smoke, if you've never checked him out. He does DayZ and Tarkov.
So, you got anything new?
Yeah, that is another huge. That's so there's esports, which is a big part of streaming. There's people being retarded, which is like drama and all that type of shit. And then there's like a small section of people that are trying to make like interesting. Doesn't always have to be chill, but I feel chill is an underrepresented category. Like interesting, like so people that come to mind in that category would be like carcinogen, that are like bigger, smoke, vine sauce, there's not a lot.
Сидят два сталкера в баре. Выпили уже хорошенько и обсуждают всех вокруг. Самые ленивые — это военные. Сталкеров на самом кордоне грабят. Отобрал хабар, и тут же через 100 метров понял Сидорович. Ты не прав. Самые ленивые — это торговцы. Я вот знаю одного. Так он специально пораньше встает, чтобы подольше ни хрена не делать. Сбивали что-то в стае. Точно. Как разбойничать, так разбойничать. То ли сон,
Miller is all about trying to get me to play Blood Bowl, which, you know, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad look. Play a ton of Blood Bowl matches until Cyberpunk comes out in Season 2. I'm not against the idea. What up, Ahab? Hope you're doing well. The Stalker goes extremely well, as always. Ahab says, have you ever heard of Tyranny? It's a RPG where you play as a villain. Yeah, actually. It's one of the games I'm considering playing in Season 2 until Cyberpunk 2077 comes out.
Howdy.
It looks great. It's by Obsidian. It has almost a Dark Sun vibe as far as the way society is set up, let's say. It's really fucking dope.
Here's to a steady hand.
Every time he does a shot, I gotta do a little hoot over here on the old Magic Dragon. I hope you can respect that. What type of character did you roll up in Tyranny, Ahab? If I do a playthrough, I think I'm gonna make a Frost Mage. Yeah, I was gonna pick the War Mage background. Good call, buddy. Good call.
А чего я как-то слышал? Пришел, значит, сталкер к доктору. Доктор осмотрел его и говорит: вот это от усталости, это от нервного напряжения, а это от депрессии. Спасибо, доктор, спасибо. А у вас, кроме водки, ничего нет?
Yowza. Yikes. Authentic realism. Wait, didn't I just give him vodka?
Here's to a good day's work. Here's to our common goal.
Проходит несколько дней, один сталкер приходит к профессору и говорит: слушайте, а вы мне что, колеса заменили, да? Очечки поправил, и ему так стало. Сталкер: так это, я когда раньше таблетки в лужу выкидывал, они...
Come on, leave me alone.
Ahab. I tried to play through Divinity, but the humor was so memey, it hurt me. I am S.T.A.L.K.E.R though. That's actually me.
Класс!
Well, I wonder when he fucking resets from being wasted. Be pretty cool. Ahab asks, do I like the emissions? Well, I mean, it's an environmental effect that makes you explode. So I probably don't like it, but it's cool how they did it, yeah. Ahab goes, you don't like exploding? Yeah, you're right. What am I saying? Of course I like exploding. I'm not pleased with the situation at all right now. I did not mean to get Cardin so wasted that he can't do any work.
Hey, S.T.A.L.K.E.R. How are you? Good hunting.
Give me your fucking bread, pilot. And your tourist breakfast.
Welcome aboard our icebreaker.
Alright, he fucking sucks. We're just gonna have to schlep this shit around. Should've never gave him all that booze. Fuck it. Let's do this part. 8 in the morning here in the zone. Ahab says I like the lighting in this game. I remember shitting my pants over it. Seeing it in PC Gamer back in the day. He was trapped underneath this other body. That's literally better than mine. Ahab says, I hope Stalker 2 comes out. Me too, buddy. I think it might be all a hoax. I think the developer posted some screenshots of Anomaly. Called it a day. And then he says, then System Shock 3, but I think it's Chinese now. Soon everything will be Chinese, Ahab. You gotta get used to that. Hope everything's looking and sounding good for you guys. Just let me know if it is not. Appreciate you guys hanging out on the Infinite Couch. As always, it is season 1 of the O Show. Everything prior was research and development. Season 1, it's Stalker season. We're doing Pripyat, complete mod, master mode. We're doing Anomaly. And last but not least, we're doing a 1989 style advanced Dungeons and Dragons campaign called The Twilight of Iron. Literally the best content available on twitch.tv. And that's all just season 1. We did a subathon to kick it off. You can see we got some lovely unlockables here. We got this, we got that, we got all the info right there on the Twitch page. Glad you guys are here. Are you still running around playing that perverted Space Station 13, Ahab? He says he accidentally infected his entire station with the virus by injecting it into liquor at the bar. Well, what did you think would happen if you did that? $3 million IQ plays. How much time does stalkers spend just fucking chilling? It's ridiculous. Ahab says the virus gave them superpowers. They're coughing and sneezing with rotting skin, but they can breathe in space and randomly mutate. And their skin regenerates back. So did you guys just open up the airlocks and have a fucking rager or what? So I'm looking for Poison. That was literally an Ernest movie reference. So congratulations to no one who got it. Poison. If you know what I'm talking about, you're a king. Did y'all ever fuck with Ernest movies back in the day? Ernest was my guy back in the day. Slavic Silent Hill? Is that what we're on right here? Definite Silent Hill-y vibes. Well, these documents say that the princess is in another castle. Whale. Ahab wants to replay Shadow of Chernobyl. Well, fucking replay it there, buddy. I was literally born the month Chernobyl happened. That's not even a goof. That's literally the truth. I was born in April 1986. I probably caused Chernobyl. Come to me, puppies. I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah, pup. Here. Come on. Ahab says, taught them one or something. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, especially if that dog is a mutant. Is a mutie. A damn mutie. I'm telling you, Ahab, if you're gonna play Stalker, you need to go download Anomaly. Promise you. And if you're craving Shadow of Chernobyl, you can start in Rookie Village at the Cordon. Oh yeah, I was gonna crawl around in here like a fool and encounter horrible enemies. So Anomaly's not even a mod, Ahab. It's actually a standalone game that you can download from ModDB. And it's also a 64-bit version of S.T.A.L.K.E.R. So the worth level is off the chart. Ah, so they got it so you can fucking solid snake your way in here if you'd like. No loot. It's very cool, Ahab. It's definitely the coolest like stalker you can play right now, I would say. Don't waste your time with anything else. I'm just playing through Pripyat because I never have. So if you never played Pripyat, could be worth. But I would still say Anomaly is the way to go. I feel kind of spoiled, like I missed some of the features in it and it looks so much better and it runs amazing. Pripyat's the third game and you can definitely tell because like Shadow of Chernobyl was like super heavy on like the cryptic like honestly fucking acid trip shit. Nailed that, but a little too overboard. And then Clear Sky, from my understanding, had like shitty storytelling, but the mechanics were better. And Pripyat seems to be like the middle ground. I have no idea what they could really do like next with a Stalker 2, for example. There was that Servarium game. It was multiplayer round based Stalker or something. As you can see, it was a massive hit. By the way, big ups to me for best stream title in the game right now. Killing the stream title game. We're coming up on 2 hours. How long of a sesh are we doing here this evening, gentlemen? Do you deserve more than 2 hours? Because I got a date with Miller after this to play some Jita. By the way, shit. It's hard to adjust. There we go. I was able with my new graphics card to go in and max out my Jita settings. Looks awful good. Ahab says he wants to try Jita RP. We were talking about that a bit earlier. Ah, man. I don't know if I'd ever fuck with it. I think I'd be really good at it. It could cause the stream to absolutely blow up, but I don't know. I'm disinclined because I always just think how fun Takistan life is. And how that'll never be coming back. Arma roleplay for life. I mean, y'all know me. There's always an ingredient of role playing in every game I'm playing, even like a single player experience. Ahab says Arma 3 roleplay seemed cooler and deeper. I don't know about all that. I really liked actually Arma 2 roleplay Takistan life because like the scenario was a lot more interesting. Like the GTA roleplay, it's like you're just driving around Southern California basically. Like I've been there, done that. But the Takistan life roleplay, it took place in like a Middle East analog. And the built-in RP is there's 2 countries with a border guard with like people that roleplay as like the border crossing guys. So part of the crime element is like smuggling things over the border, and Takistan life was the shit. Alright, this area is horrible. And I hate it. Can I just YOLO to the helicopter?
Looks like the crew died in midair and the helicopter simply crashed because there was nobody there to fly it. The onboard computer was a little lucky. I wonder if there's anything useful here. Ah, there's something. A map of the area with certain locations marked. That should come in handy.
So the anomaly turns off, I think, until I move. Let's enjoy the peace for a moment. So Takistan life was really cool. GTA roleplay suffers from the hugeosity of the GTA map and the low server head count. Does that make sense? I think it's too much area and not enough people. But if we did something together, it could be kind of fun. Like if we did like a racing gang or a motorcycle gang or something. Well, Ahab, I'm glad to see you tuning in. Being a chat champion as usual. I'm gonna be on here like all the time, so hopefully some of the old heads will notice and start tuning in. I got lots of good shit as always planned for you, set up. I can't wait to do our 1989 style Dungeons and Dragons. That was weird. It like turned on and then turned back off. I should take advantage while it's fucked up. Safe. That area sucks. I wonder if there's a way to like turn off the because I bet there's awesome loot in there and I just can't get it. Ahab says, damn, tyranny is kind of grimdark. Well, what are your thoughts as a Osho shareholder about me doing a tyranny playthrough to kick off season 2? And play that until Cyberpunk comes out. Thoughts? As an Osho shareholder? So really my next step is to go bullshit on the ship. So just kind of casually make our way there and look for looties. Just walk up and talk to them. You wonder. I don't want to waste a good grenade on these guys. They're just out for a walk. Now I feel bad. In before a bloodsucker walks right up behind me. Pour one out for the dead homies here. Snap into a Slim Jim. Ahab says tyranny has cool art, your choices seem to matter, and your guy is fucking butthole. You can do that in the game? Crazy. One of my favorite things in Tyranny, aside from the fucking butthole, is there's a lot of situations in the dialogue where you can hover over what they're talking about and it explains some shit your character did in the past. So it makes it easy to roleplay. To roleplay? Well, shit, fellers, I think tonight will be a 2-hour tour. I'll wrap it up when we get over here to the ship. Miller, if you want to jump on some Jita, I'm down for that. We'll have another O show tomorrow, most likely. Basically be doing them every day. Unless I have a good reason not to. Like, you know, if I'm working. Or if I get kidnapped by Amazonians who wish to use me for a breeding program or something like that. I gotta work Thursday, so what's today? Tuesday? Tomorrow's Wednesday, so I'll do one Wednesday. Maybe a longie. A late night. Thursday, Friday, Saturday night I gotta work. And then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I'm off, so you'll get some more of the show when I'm off work. And you're gonna like it. Now this is crazy. These zombies will do a fake out on you. Look at them. He's faking you out over there. He's role playing. And with all the vodka flowing around in the zone, see a guy staggering around, you don't know if he's a zombie, if he's Ramka Pee-wee, and he's pounded 5 or 6 bottles. He can barely walk. You don't know what's going on, do you? You have no idea. Is it a zombie? Is it Pee-wee? How do you even know? Well, we're gonna make a few stalker bucks here. We'll get in here, we'll clean the inventory, and then we'll wrap up the show for the evening. Appreciate everybody hanging out, as always. A little 2-hour shindig for you. If you're still craving some Stalker, I will raid somebody once we wrap up here. And there is, of course, our first Pripyat session from yesterday.
What are you? A statue? If you got something, spill the beans. If not, take a hike.
I love that line. Spill the beans. I love how he says it. Give the man his money. If you guys have never seen Rounders, you gotta see that movie. Rounders. Old school Matt Damon joint. Yo, armored suit. You want it? My stalker's on a carb-only diet. It's like the opposite of keto. I'm rich over here.
Hey, you guys, where are you going? Well, I'll stay here.
Does he just never become undrunk? Because I will kill him. 100%. Complete murder. Do I have to go? I hate him now. I hate him even more. I wasted tools on him. I hate him. Whoops. At least wear my cool armored suit.
That's right. Get on out of here.
Alright. We'll wrap it up here. Got a little cool shit to jump right into next time, though. Yeah, look at the fucking lair, bruh. So cozy. Very cozy. See, there's a bed for the pupperino right here, but usually one of the cats takes it, which is hilarious because it's a tiny little cat on this huge bed, and then the cat thing is right. This is hard. There, that right there. Very cozy. Got plants all over the place. We'll go ahead and wrap it up there. A little 2-hour edition of the O Show. Appreciate everybody chilling as always. All the info's right there on the Twitch page. If you want to chip in, it's easy. Please do. We should have another O Show tomorrow. A little bit of a longer joint, probably. More Pripyat. keep it moving. Hopefully we will have our first 1989 style advanced Dungeons and Dragons session like next week. Let me thank Freeborn Pat, illustrious member of the 420 Club. And last but not least, I've been bad about remembering to do this. We will go ahead and raid Recaldi. Okay, be careful how you say that one. You're gonna raid them. They're enjoying a bit of Stalker themselves. They're doing a little anomaly. Ooh, it looks like they're in a nice juicy part of the game. So go ahead and raid Recaldi. Appreciate you guys hanging out. See you tomorrow.